Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, June 24th, 2015 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is feeling my feelings, expand my horizons. And so today we are well into Sun in Cancer. We are at 2 to 3 degrees today and we've got some interesting stuff happening. The first thing that happens today is Chiron goes retrograde. So Chiron is the wounded healer. It helps us find those places that are wounded and bring healing energy into them. So Chiron is going to be retrograde for the next 6 months, giving us ample time to really dive in, look at our wounds within ourselves, and bring amazing healing energy. And I think it's really cool that Chiron and Neptune are both going to be retrograde over, the same period, which having them both retrograde in Pisces can really take us into our karmic lessons around our wounds, our karmic lessons that we're still carrying from past lives, and really help us dig in to the deep stuff that's still holding us back. And, there's just so many instances where working through this energy can assist you in what you're working through right now. That's what I experience with myself. That's what I experience with my clients when we go into past life stuff. So diving into it and being willing to look at this stuff. Look at any irrational fears that you may have that maybe aren't as irrational as you think. 7 things that come up, any past relationships that are coming up for you now. This is all stuff to help take you in deeper and work through this. And you yourself are your best healing tool. However, working with somebody could be beneficial over this summer because it's such an amazing summer of discovery. So, expanding those feeling horizons. Besides that, we have Mars today moving into Cancer. So in traditional astrology, Mars is in its fall in Cancer. That means it's like not an easy placement. It can be detrimental in charts. I do not look at astrology that way. I do look at everything as beneficial, but it doesn't mean that there's not going to be some difficulty finding your balance in this energy, because Mars has that yang, like, let me go for it, I'm diving right in, kind of like passionate energy. And Cancer likes to be settled and cool and secure. It is very yin. Cancer is ruled by the moon, so it's very feeling. So when this planet of action meets feelings, it can have some interesting results. I think best case scenario with this is that we learn to take action on those yum feelings, the good feelings, and we work through we have the passion to work through the not so yum feelings that come up for us. I think on the other side of things, this can be a time where our emotional triggers are being like, hi, my name is Joe, and I work in a button factory, and all I have to do is this. Do you remember that? Did you ever do the hi, my name is Joe thing? Our triggers have such opportunity for being poked. And if you find yourself ready to rah, based on the triggers, that is something to explore. And that's where, again, the amazingness, sorry, I'm knocking things over with all my excitement, that's where the amazingness of Neptune retrograde, Chiron retrograde, Saturn at 29 degrees comes into play, because we have this opportunity to explore. And we have that Mars action that's like, hey, I gotta be passionate about something. I'm going to be passionate about my feelings. I'm going to be passionate about getting to know myself and mothering myself and taking care of myself and being responsible for myself. And so, it's such an incredible summer for that. And the coolest thing, too, for those of us on the northern hemisphere, they say that heat kind of brings things up. So, like how the heat makes the mercury rise in a temperature gauge. I feel like the root chakra is kind of like, I don't know, the core of the earth, the center, the magma center. And so all this heat, all this energy is just raising all these vibrations from our root chakra, which is being very well represented by Saturn and Scorpio, and just taking it up into a place where we can work through it, into our hearts, into our third eye, into our consciousness, into our throat, so we can speak it. So be willing to work through whatever the heat is rising through you this summer. It's pretty incredible. It's really a blessing. I really believe that this is another summer of really uncovering I don't know, the most basic parts of yourself and seeing, does this still fit with who I am, or is it time to let this piece of me that I've been carrying go? Besides that, for the Astros today, we have the Moon in Libra trying to find the balance in all of this, and it's going to be at square with the Sun. So Sun in Cancer may want you to be taking care of yourself and feeling emotional, and Moon in Libra wants to go out and be social. So find your balance in that. Your key with the Moon in Libra is going to be finding that balance. In the evening, finally, I think it's going to be like, oh, yay, when the moon meets up with Mercury, so we'll find ourselves chatty, lots of mental energy, good ideas coming through. Might be nice to have dinner with people, but we're moving in tomorrow to Revolution Evolution Day, or first of Cancer. So, you know, it's definitely going to be rolling with the tides. Learn to surf your emotions. So, besides that, the cards I pulled, love, I pulled Rebirth. And, you know, I see this card in a different way with this Astro. I see him as embracing the grumpy, stubborn, yet sweet energy of the camel that this little boy contains, or little girl, little being contains, and then the roar of and the passion of the lion, and then the sweet innocence of the creative child, and embracing all as part of yourself, as part of your summer rebirth, reboots. And if you do that, you have success. And the Lovers. And this card I see is more than just outside relationships. This is the relationship first and foremost you have with yourself, and then reflects on all other relationships in your life, bringing them into more harmonious balance. So, amazing work is to be done. If you'd like to book a reading, I suggest one to work through all the summer energy. And happy Wednesday. Namaste.